I don't know who needs to hear this right now, but you are enough, just as you are. So, I've got a confession. Most of my life, I never thought I was good enough. My phone's kind of dying right now, so I don't know how long this is going to last. But kids always thought I was weird. I never fit in. I never fit inside the box. I was always the outcast. Boys never asked me to dance. Girls never wanted to be my friend. People would be like, oh, don't sit with her. She's the weird kid. And, you know, that never really goes away. At the same time, I'm grateful. I'm grateful that I was the outcast. I'm grateful that people didn't see me. Because when people finally did start to see me and they came into my path, I started to see myself, and I've done so many amazing, incredible things. But the most amazing of all is that when people try to put me back into that box, I won't go back in. When people try to make me feel bad about the boundaries that I set or the choices that I make, I don't let it bother me anymore. I'm willing to peacefully let people go if they're not serving me. I'm willing to love them from afar and love them from a distance if I know that they are not going to be what I need. And at the same time, there's some of them that I know that they're exactly who I need. But, you know, they've got their own stuff to work through. And you know, you have that same capacity in your life to be who you are. And I want you to be your most authentic self. I don't want you to ever think that you have to be anything other than who you are to get love and attention and affection and respect. Because the truth is that people who only love you for what you do for them, or people who only love you for what they can get from you, or people who only love you as long as you stay small, that's not the same thing as real love. And I know that now. I mean, people are able to change, and people are able to have the capacity to love that way and become selfless in love, and to be able to just be like, I don't quite understand what you're going through. I don't quite understand where your vision is. I can't see it, but I support you anyway. And one thing I said to my son recently is he was showing me how he wants to build this killer robot for a one of those robot game things. I mean, it's not like it's going to take over the world with it. It's just going to be a tiny pint-sized thing. But he had such a vision, and I honestly have no idea about robots and things. But I looked at him and I'm like, Hunter, thank you for sharing this with me. I don't fully see it, but I know that your people are coming. It's like that story of the ugly duckling, right? The ugly duckling thinks that they're ugly and that they have to do something or be something other than who they are to get love, and all the barn animals laugh at them, and even the mother duck finally gets so frustrated with how she is being criticized by the other farm animals that she even says, I wish you would just go away. Why can't you be normal? And so the ugly duckling runs away, and the ugly duckling is chased out of their homes several times, and they don't know where they belong. But then the frost settles, and the ugly duckling comes out, and the ugly duckling sees these beautiful swans, and they're flying above. And the ugly duckling is like, I wish I was a swan. If only I was that beautiful. If only I was that majestic. And then the other swans call to that ugly duckling, and they say, you know what? Come fly with us. And the ugly duckling says, I can't fly with you. You're too beautiful. You're too majestic. And they're like, what are you talking about? You're one of us. And the ugly duckling looks down, and the ugly duckling sees in the reflection that the ugly duckling is a swan. You need to find those people who see you as one of them and truly see it. You need to find your swans. Your swans are never going to tell you that you're not enough. Your swans are always going to push you to keep being better than you are because they see you as magnificent. But they're also going to say, I love you just as you are. And even when you're playing small, they still love you. And even when you're playing big, they're cheering you on. There's no jealousy with swans. You just soar. You just soar together. So go find your swans. I love you. I'll talk to you soon.